All right, let's talk about Ola Electric. So, Ola Electric claimed today that they're pretty much sold out in the first day of their bookings. Their bookings end at midnight tonight, and they say that their S1 and other models have been sold out. They've sold scooters worth 600 crore rupees in just a day and sold 4 scooters every second. Bhavesh Agarwal of Ola on Twitter says this shows the rejection of traditional kinds of technologies by people. So is that truly the case, and can Ola deliver the goods when it comes to it? Because these are just bookings, they actually have to deliver these e-scooters. Varun Dubey, CMO of Ola Electric Mobility, joins me on the show for more on this. Varun, great to have you back on the India Development Debate. Thank you for speaking with us. It's been a big day for you guys. You're saying that you're selling 4 scooters every second. Do you also believe that this is a rejection of traditional kinds of scooters and a huge push in favor of e-vehicles?
Definitely. Obviously, there was, when we opened for reservation, on July 15th, we saw tremendous interest. And, we saw even more interest when we did the official launch, I think exactly a month ago on the 15th of August. And, consumers have been telling us from the very start that, they are ready for electric. And what has happened probably is that, they didn't have a product that they could really pick up. But it's very clear, Tamanna, that India and the Indian consumers have made up their mind, and they are very clear that they want to move to electric and reject petrol. And I think the numbers every time we share those are very clear indicators to that.
So, what has really done the trick, Varun? Is it also the way the entire launch was marketed? You were supposed to open earlier, then it got pushed forward because of technical glitches, and then, it's available to people for just a short period and only online. Has all of that also helped?
I think what I meant was not that there were no products. What I meant was that the products were not fulfilling the consumers' needs. Right? If you see, the products that were before the Ola S1 came, they had compromises in terms of range. The pricing was not right. They didn't have digital features like we do. So the Indian consumer is a very value-conscious consumer, right? It's not a cost-conscious consumer; it's a very value-conscious consumer, and they didn't feel it was the right product for them. I think for us now, with what we've done with Ola S1 in terms of the performance, in terms of the technology, in terms of the design, as well as all of this is packaged at a really attractive price, is what gives them the confidence that this is the right product for them, and that's why they're now able to fulfill that pent up need for going electric. The consumer always wants the best product, Tamanna. So if as long as you give them the right product, the right price, they will buy it, and that's what is happening here.
Yeah. So what are the wait times going to be like? So people have come in and booked the scooters, but what are the wait times going to be? The whole industry is facing the semiconductor crunch. Are you ready to fulfill this big demand?
So, we are committing, as you can imagine, and what we said today as well in the morning, is that, the demand that we are seeing is really unprecedented, and it is way beyond our expectations, right? Or for the first day, right? And that's why, what we're also doing is that we are saying that today is going to be the last day that people can buy their S1 and S1 Pro scooters from Ola. And, so that, we can make sure that the production timelines and the schedules are in sync and people don't have to wait too long. As people are booking, depending on, when they're booking the products, we are providing them very clear timelines on when they can expect the product to be delivered to them. Like you said, the semiconductor and electronic part situation is an evolving one. So we are monitoring it closely. But currently what we're committing, we are quite confident that we can meet that.
Sure, but what I'm asking is that the world over, the biggest automakers in the world have forecast and said that they are going to be facing a shortage of semiconductors. A product like yours will be also dependent on some of these components. So how bad will the crunch be for you?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a crunch. I think we are obviously starting, so things are a little bit simpler for us, and a lot of the technology, the core technology for us is done by us, right? So that is definitely helps. But obviously there is a very apparent supply chain situation with these semiconductor electronic child parts, and I think everybody's dealing with that. Currently we have factored that in to the delivery schedules, and so customers should be able to get the scooters at the time when we are committing to them.
So what is the average wait time like? You've had people, at least in passenger vehicles, with top selling models having wait times of 6 months upwards. What is the average wait time for an Ola e-scooter?
It's hard to say. I mean, we've said the deliveries are going to start from October, right? So they should start real soon. But obviously there is insane demand that we are facing. Like you said earlier, that we put that out today as well. That in terms of value, we've sold in a day roughly what the rest of the two-wheeler industry sells, right? And if you were to look at the category of scooters that we play in, which is the high-speed scooters, we have probably also we've clearly also the industry there as well. So there is definitely significant demand, and we are dynamically allocating that. So it's hard for me to say, what the wait time would be for everyone. But we are starting deliveries in October, so people should start getting them very, very soon.
Yeah. Let me ask you what you make of the Auto PLI, which was announced yesterday, and the focus, like we reported here on ET Now, is on newer technologies. Do you expect this to give a big boost to Ola's e-scooter, vision?
Daman, I don't think government writes policies for any one player, right? I think the government writes policies for the industry. And I think it's very clear from not just this policy, but even the policies that the government has been putting out in the past, that the government is very, very committed, and it's very encouraging to see this. They've been very supportive of the general move of the industry to electric. Every bit helps, and whatever that can be done to foster the ecosystem, to get more people to come into electric, to get more people into the ecosystem is good, right? Now, that may help us or not I think is besides the point. But I think as an ecosystem, as an industry, we must move to electric, and that's what our mission electric is about as well, right? We have done a call to arms saying that can the industry and the consumers get together and ensure that after 2025, no more electric two-wheelers sold in India, and this policy will help that. But we hope more people join into it. So it's good. I think it's a good sign, and it's great to see more and more such progressive initiatives from the government.
Absolutely. Well, it's a big start. At least Ola's kicked off with a big bang after initial glitches on their website, etc. So thank you so much for speaking with us on this big day. Varun Dubey, CMO of Ola Electric, right there. Now, the proof will be in the pudding. We have to see when the vehicles are actually delivered, looking at the huge supply crunch the entire industry is going through. Is Ola going to be better prepared than the big players? Well, we'll wait and see. We'll take a very short break at this point, but a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us.